Hello everybody, my name is Zara Chaos. Welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. I'm turning my light on so that my face is nice and visible. And I will turn on the game and we will start playing today. Some more Kingdoms of Amalur. Woo! Gaming! If I don't sound excited, it's because I'm sick. I don't want to overexert myself. Hope you all enjoy the stream. I need to stop trying to do actions with my hands when you can't see them because I decided to zoom in. Prepare for loud noises. You know, that actually is... Yeah, you know what? It's actually just called the simple thing of quieting the stream down so you don't hear a lot of noise. There we go.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Adessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Adessa?
And who are you?
Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Adessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved.
What's with these questions?
They help sort the newly arrived in the city. We want to ensure that everyone is placed where they properly belong.
I'm here on personal errands.
Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Adessa from?
Yugoslav.
For Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Adessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily.
I'm honored.
This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for, well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Now, good day. Yes, you are now officially recorded as having entered Adessa, center of all gnomish society in the Feylands.
Goodbye.
Yes, go on.
This is my house. For now. Quest dude.
You. So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, the Canis Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection.
From what?
I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Could be some leads.
Your name is...
Decanus ain't my name. It's my rank among the city's Praetorians. And it's what's keeping you safe. My orders come from high, that's all I know. You ask me, only a Templar is the kind of pull to set you up here. Good luck trying to learn any more than that. If a Templar wants to remain anonymous, they have the influences to pull it off.
Why do I need security?
Because someone important enough in this city said you needed it. You're being watched. Either you charm someone high up or you piss them off. Either way, they don't want you on your own.
Very well. Give me the letters.
Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa.
What are these letters?
How should I know? It was addressed and signed. I just checked for poison and all that. Just track down whoever wrote them. You do know how to read, right? That might be useful.
Yes.
Yeah, good hunting.
Milo at your service. Greetings, Master. I am Milo. I am here to manage the household affairs of Sandstone Villa, should you have any need of my services.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Master.
You.
Alright, let's do the quest. What's my inventory space? Do I even want this?
Hello there.
Ooh. Chest. Not chest. You.
Are you? You have come! The new guest of Sandstone Villa. Thank the gods you've arrived. I'm Cordan Passant, a scrivener of the Domus. And I have need of your help to solve a rather delicate situation.
What do you need my help?
I was asked to write a letter of contingency. Should things for the Alpha turn dire, it would establish a known peace between Adessa and the Tuatha armies. It was never meant to be sent, only prepared, but was accidentally taken by the courier. It must be recovered.
The letter said head scrivener.
Ah, yes. There was a tad of artistic license that I took when drafting that correspondence. I needed your attention by any means. I apologize for the deceit, but I assure you my business is genuine. You are not constrained by gnomish protocol. I cannot complete this task myself. Should anyone see me correct that mistake, it would not only cost my reputation, but the reputation of the gnome that ordered I write that letter. I am bound to preserve our integrity. I was the one that processed the paperwork which established your placement in Sandstone Villa. I know who put you there, and that's why I left that letter.
I'll help. Where do I start?
You need to find the courier. It was a traveller by the name of Parwan Well. She said she was making her way to Rathir, but she might have stopped in the travellers' camp in Apotir. Sun Camp is the name, I believe.
Goodbye.
Fair enough.
Require something?
Not at this moment, but I am gonna do further along quest to quest. You.
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick.
Is a criminal.
I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority, And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence.
You need to stop talking.
We have already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the librarium.
Oh, you're useless. Damn it.
Hello. I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one.
Where are you?
I am a political aide for Templar Joriel. I operate in a number of capacities for the Templars' official and unofficial business. My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts.
I like that. What am I supposed to do?
You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the librarium. I suggest you go there.
Goodbye. Alright. Nope. Cool. Quests. Inventory items. There. Well, Scoria Mine is on the way, so I can go there. Do I even bother? Yes. Lore stones on the way. Hey, I'm gonna. Die.
Is ours.
There. You got it.
Rattlesnake was a vain and ugly creature. He crawled in dark places and avoided the other desert animals. He was lonely but refused to act like it. One day, while sitting under a rock and wishing to be happy, he saw a desert runner sprinting past. "Wait," it called to the bird. I have a favor to ask of you.
Sun camp is found. Woo. Itchy. You.
Nice to see a bit of foot traffic by my old stall. Fancy a bit of work collecting some iron?
Why do you need iron?
Make my trade as a tinker, fixing pots and spades and shovels for common folk. But with the war on, iron's been scarce. I'm too old to go around scrounging for bits and scraps. If you find any iron components on your travels, I'll pay well for them.
Let's see what I can.
That's good. Iron isn't exactly like gold. It should be pretty commonplace if you look. Or even some time at Briente's forge might help. But I'm a tinker, mind you, not a smith. I can't work with finished pieces. I need iron components.
I have iron.
Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it. Farewell.
Hello there.
Hello, as I get stuck.
Yeah?
Well, I seem to have attracted a guest. What can I help you with?
What's that?
Oh, that would be the squeaky little gnome from Adessa. Smelled like vellum and book paste, as I recall. I was hired to take the note from him. Sure as rain. A gnomish scholar named Arancourt hired me to take it and throw it in the quarry. That's where you can find that letter if you're looking. And I can even give you Arancourt's orders as proof, if you pay the right price.
It's worth nothing.
I suppose you're right. If you care so much about the little rag, I can part ways with it. Now don't say I didn't give you anything. Good.
Cool. I like getting things free, it's nice. Running here, away from there, I'll kill everything that wants me dead. Keep going. Gold. Cool. I like gold.
Desert Runner stopped. She had never heard Rattlesnake speak before. His voice was a slow, nasty hiss, and that greatly disturbed Desert Runner. Yours is so pretty. You are so fast. Can you bring me a voice of yours? Desert Runner thought for a moment and then said, I will lend you some of my voice and put it in your tail. That is why the rattlesnake clicks.
That'll clear out the enemies, if there were more. Too bad the gnomes don't understand that the Tuatha will only stop every mortal. In fact, they are more likely to kill the messenger as well, so... Gold. And there's so many bots watching that in the chat right now that I don't, in the viewer list, I don't know if anyone who's watching isn't a bot, which means people who come in actually have to say things.
Another?
Oh, no, still the same person.
What?
So many...
What?
You found the letter. But why would Scholar Erincourt want it to be sent and lost? She commissioned the letter in the first place. It is above my station to question her. But there is a higher plan at work. Please, stranger, find Erincourt and learn what is happening. She can be found in the Isles, probably in the Basilica Nostra. She needs to be confronted with the information we found regarding the letter.
All right.
Fair enough.
What?
Let's go.
Yes? Yes?
Quest.
Well, look at you! Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other Alfar working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise.
What's this experiment about?
I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scholar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study.
Where can I get started?
Scholar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started. Be quick. Who's there?
I have heard that someone was helping my subordinate, Corden. It seems he has lost a very, very important letter. While I applaud your diligence in tracking this to me, I'm sad to say that Corden's error is grievous. He will be punished for losing the letter.
What? The fuck? Why'd the game audio stop
The Templars have reached a tentative quorum regarding our stance in the war, but a cautious few requested I draft this letter. A Templar must be obeyed. But what can be done when they give conflicting orders? So I had the letter written, and Corden lost it. Damn it all. I knew that dirty traveler was not capable of performing even the simplest of tasks. I will not allow you the privilege of extorting me. I will resign my position and name Corden as my replacement. We shall see how he fares. I would be very careful if I were you. You are known to the Templars, and it was never their intention to treat you lightly. I see.
Who's there?
What? Yes?
Oh, wait.
You won't believe this. I'm being presented with the opportunity to join the Basilica Nostra. It must have been from your help. I never thought in my wildest years. I only hope to correct a mistake. It will take time to be approved, but here is your reward with my thanks. Of course, of course. I'm indebted to you. This is the least I could do. The order to set you in Sandstone Villa came from Templar Joriel. She's the one interested in you, and she's in the forum. If you wish to converse with her, you should go quickly. No one knows how long a Templar might remain in one place. Fair enough.
I'll go level up. Ooh. Confirm. Sorcery. I'll grab more of this. Confirm. Close. Alright. I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Ah. Damn it.
You again. What is it you require of me? Do get to the point.
Observed.
The Praetorians have a saying, an army is but a single being, and every soldier is a weapon it wields. If every common soldier is a weapon, what of you? Certainly a rare commodity in these contested times, if not a kingmaker. Your presence here is too tempting for some of my colleagues, so I observe you to observe them. That is the game we Templars must play.
This really isn't about me.
Yes and no. You wield a power new and greater than many are capable of understanding, and to unforeseen repercussions. I worry of that. But greater still is our response to this power, how we approach it, and how we attempt to understand it. This city, our race, is built on the promise of plans reaching fruition, and as convicted as some are, others might be distracted by you. A simple enough question. The answer is unfortunately complicated. I speak with the authority of a Templar. It is enough to make my suspicions law, if need be. So I must remain silent, if I wish to learn what I need.
Can I do anything to help?
No. To speak frankly, I had intended this observation to be conducted with your awareness. You were never meant to know that someone was watching you. It could make my quarry suspicious. It is a frustrating turn of events. But how did you come here? Who exposed this to you in the first place?
Bruton, the body.
Bruton? Bodyguard? I never hired any... Ugh, by Athene. I've been outmaneuvered. Whoever hired Bruton likely knew you would be watched, and knows you're meeting with me. You have to find Bruton. Whoever he's working for, they can't have good plans for you or me. We've been had. I gave you Sandstone Villa, hoping to use it to uncover the Templars who have been plotting to exploit you for war. But in doing so, my quarry uses their agent Bruton to trace me through you. They'll have both of our heads if we don't stop them.
Confront Bruton and possibly murder stab him. Murder stabbing is the best thing.
Yes, hello.
We'll turn on... Actually, I like that that's silent now, but... Turn on some music. Ooh, a Fate Reaver. Hello there.
Hello?
Please to...
Well, I've learned enough about your doings to know when I've been found out. Took you long enough. When I was told I'd be targeting a man who came back from the dead, I thought I heard wrong. But then I learned about the Well of Souls. As soon as Joriel's out of the way, my employers will make the well theirs, and all of the power that comes with it. The Templars are not all of like mind for what road our civilization needs to take, such as my employer. We plan on grander things for our brethren, but some are holding us back, like Joriel. So we'll kill her. Then they can experiment on you. But before that happens, me and the boys will have our fun. Yeah.
Die. Smells make the game easier.
Feel this!
Yeah, please die. You have a greater healing version. I'm fine with that.
Hello?
You are who?
Well, it seems you're not here for work, based on how the gnomes seem to be treating you. What can I do for you?
Well, you're useless.
Be
Bye.
seeing you?
What?
You again. What is it you require of me? Do get to the point.
But I need to talk to you. I killed Bruton.
You again. What is it you require of me? Do get to the point. From their council in the Forum, the Templars guide the advancement of our society. Our tremendous successes are due to their unswerving pursuit of knowledge. Each Templar is allowed a wide degree of freedom in the projects they sponsor, but they are ultimately accountable to the rest of the Forum. It is an estate that I have ordered to be kept empty for when I have need of it, such as now. Unlike the lofty idealism of the Alpha and the messy pragmatism of the humans, we gnomes proudly embrace the virtues of reason and order. As such, we must maintain neutrality in these periodic wars that spring up. We cannot risk tainting our knowledge by taking sides, you understand? The shining jewel of knowledge, an oasis of reason and order, carved by the gnomes into the dusty wilds of Datir. We have already discussed this. Nothing as such. Templar Octi...
Something is wrong with this game. I guess I will sleep in a bed. No? Okay. This is slightly annoying.
What?
Hello?
You've got to stop him. Bruton's gone mad, I tell you.
Maybe that'll actually finish the quest off. No? No? Oh, damn it. Maybe saving and loading. There.
Hello?
Yes?
Okay, hopefully this works now.
You again. What is it you require of me? Do get to the point.
Seriously? Uh... Kingdoms of Amalur. Damn it. Under watch. West bug. Oh. All right.
You wish to speak?
Yes? Yes?
All right.
Need something?
Yes? Yes?
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events.
What did you expect?
For starters, I expected you to be rotting in a sandy ditch somewhere. Supper for the carrion birds. Understand, you and I are alike. All we both want is to see this business reach its end.
Your plan failed.
Did it? Here you stand, suspecting me of a great many crimes, yet unable to lift a finger. Tell me, who has the power? Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research.
Why are you so... You've thought of everything.
I'll admit I did not see you and Hughes lying to blackmail me. His conscience was always his biggest liability. Ventrinio will take over research on the well. He has no such weaknesses. Perhaps I'll even give him your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion.
You know how
Of course! And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
die. Die.
You'll pay for this!
Time to bleed!
Time to bleed.
No. Damn it.
You'll pay for this!
Down you go! Down you go!
Ow. can go purchase more potions.
Hello?
Shopping for books? Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. If you've a head for books, then please peruse my wares. Come again.
What? Ah, and so our guest from the villa has come to my shop. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? You'll be back.
Welcome. I've a fully stocked apothecary if you need it. Driador's...
I need all these potions. All these potions. All these potions. Mage Bane, yes.
It's always got your needs covered. I'll be...
Dragonite is good, but it's only for level 6. Well, this is level 9. And I can add that junk, and we can equip this instead. That junk. Sorry when things are worse than what I currently have, then they get added to junk.
Here. I've a fully stocked apothecary if you need it. Driador has always got your needs covered. I'll be here.
Consumables. quests.
What?
Hmm.
Be quick.
I think I'm gonna go over here and then I'm gonna end the stream because
What?
I'm sick. I'm unable to stream for long periods of time right now. Book. Take.
What?
Take. Save game. Close. And this will be it for now. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been Zora Chaos with Kingdoms of Amalur. I'm sorry it wasn't as exciting as it should be, but I'm a little under the weather right now, so I'm not feeling all that enthusiastic. So, yeah. See you all next time. Hope you all have a good day. I'm signing off. Have fun at the table. Bye-bye.